Hello future pilots, how are you doing today? I'm Prakash Rajan, CEO and founder of Compare Flight Training, and today's episode we're going to look at 5 reasons why I started Compare Flight Training 2 years ago for you guys.
30 Micro 3, thank you, sir. Contact Denver radar 19-3. We're doing it. Roger, good day. United taxi into position, hold 35 behind Denver. 243, contact Denver.
Before I jump into the 5 reasons why I started Compare Flight Training, let me tell you a bit about myself and my company so you can get to know me a bit more better. I started flight training 10 years ago and I chose Florida is the best place to train for me, and I chose the biggest school that time. And being a pilot is my dream, just like many of you guys. It's just my dream since I was 4 years old. I always wanted to become a pilot. So I went to this school thinking that my dream's gonna be fulfilled and I'm gonna have a perfect time. No, not really. I had the most awful time there. Except the time I was flying, I wasn't happy at all. They almost broke every single promise they made, especially in the money section. I have to transfer to different school to complete my training. I always want to be an airline pilot. It was my dream. I want to fly a Boeing 747 or A380. It's always, you know, when you're a kid or when you become a pilot, this is what your dream is. But after all this bitter experience, I feel like, I need to do something about it. I was crazy enough to think by myself, I can change this flight training industry.
Those people that are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that actually do.
After a few months debating in my head whether to choose flight training or airline industry, I stick with flight training industry, even though my family and friends were thinking that I was going a bit crazy there. First 7 years the progress was pretty slow, even though I was learning about flight training and flight schools, and I was helping students to get into this one flight school, making alright money, but it wasn't the greatest impact that I was gonna make. I thought I can do much better than that. I can impact more students' life, but I wasn't making that. Money wasn't a big motivator for me, otherwise I would have stuck with the airline industry. Then I had a great idea. All this time I was just helping 20-30 students per year just to get into this one flight school. This is not how to impact many students' life. Let's, instead of working for this one school, just work for the students and ask them where they want to go, which country they choose to go, or which flight training they want to go. So ask them what they prefer and help them out. It changed everything. It changed my life, and now it changed about 250 students' life just within 2 years' time. Then I took this idea and told a few of my airline pilots and flight instructors and some flight school owners I know, and I told them, we should start a community and just help students out. And I don't want to advertise on my website, so that would manipulate or give students some kind of information to go to the school. I don't want to do that. I don't want to advertise even this video, and I don't want to charge any money to students. Let's help them out. Yeah, so now let's look at the 5 reasons why I started this Compare Flight Training and how this is making a great impact that I believe in flight training industry. I'm a strong believer in choosing the right flight school will lead you into the right path to becoming a successful airline pilot. I know there's a few more ingredients to be added on, which we will look into the other points, but the main one for me is choosing the right school. But choosing the wrong school surely will shatter your dreams to becoming a pilot. It's not just a theory. I experienced this by myself 10 years ago. Sadly, even nowadays when I visit a flight school and talk to pilot students, they're still paying the price of choosing the wrong school, which really hurts me. But it's not students' fault. There's thousands of flight schools in different countries, different licenses, different prices. Where do you go? How do you choose? It's not an easy task, it's a humongous task. So what the students do is that they just choose the cheapest school, or they choose just from the website. They look at the website like, ooh, that website is nice, so the school must be good. No, and then the school owners knows that they just hire the best salespeople, put them there. Even the bad flight school, they will sell packages, and students just choose wrong school every day. So what happens here is that some of the small schools but great schools miss out on this opportunity. They become unknown. They don't have this sales team or marketing team that students really get to know them. So my aim was to visit more schools as I possibly can, and then just show them that just find out which schools are good. So far I visited over 500 flight schools in 7 different countries, and I'm just and just keep going on that. I just wanted to find out the best flight school out there, even if they can be the smallest school there. I don't really care. I just want to show them that they can do the job really good. Choosing the right school's advantages are many, but if I wanted to pick 3 from top of my head, your success is guaranteed, which is very important, and you can save a lot of money from other big schools to this small school or the good schools, and you can have a great time. What else do you want? And have a great training. I mean, this is the training, this is the life, 1 year of your life that you've been waiting for so long. Don't you want to have a great time there? Okay, I should stop about this point and go into the others, otherwise this will just go on. I think I should make just one episode just on this topic, choosing the right school, which I will do soon. Guiding someone in the right direction needed a lot of experience in any industry, and pilot training industry no exception from that. And I also need a lot of connection from flight training industry to the airline industry. So first few years I learned everything I need, from guiding a student from day 1 till all the way to the airline. Worked for different flight school in different countries and different states. It gives me a variety of different experience that I needed, and that led me to this amazing successful compareflighttraining.com journey at the moment. Compare Flight Training doesn't work for one flight school or affiliate with just one school, so that makes it easier for us to stand on students' side fully and guide them and help them to make the right decision. We also want to be very careful that not influence students by placing a banner on our website or advertising this video or any other future video that I make. I've received so many phone calls from flight school asking us to put a banner on our website. I completely refuse that, because that could influence students to make that decision, and just because we get paid to put that banner, I'm not just going to place a banner. If the school's doing well, I would go to them and do an interview. I'll show the students that the school's doing well, but I'm not going to just put a banner just because they pay us. But we will help students to make the decision if they want us to. I mean, then we will ask their budget and the preference, and from that we will come to a conclusion of these are the schools that will best fit for them. Even then, we don't tell them this is the school. We give them the option, we'll talk about it, and we find the best school for you. End of the day, it's your dream. You have to make that decision. A few years back I did a radio interview in India. After the interview I had a phone call from a gentleman from Mumbai. He was very polite. He congratulated me first, and he made a statement that shocked me and made me realize educating people on aviation is a must. What he said was, I have 2 daughters. If I have a son, I would have made him to a pilot. And I asked him, why couldn't you make your daughter to become a pilot? And with a shock, he's like, what? The girls can fly a plane? I was like, wow. Yes, that's the extreme question that I had so far I can think of. But I also had questions like, I can't swim, can I become a pilot? Oh no, I'm wearing glasses, what do I do? Can I become a pilot? Oh, I missed the opportunity. Oh, I'm too short. It's a question like this I received every day, and I feel like if I can clear this question out of their head, there's a chance they can become a pilot and change their future. So I realized they needed a place. They needed a place that they can just come in and educate themselves, or even contact us and ask us questions. Compare Flight Training became that place. It made communication very easy. There's so many different ways you can communicate with us. You can even add my personal telephone number onto your WhatsApp and message me. It's that simple. And I just always wanted to have an easier way to communicate and a friendlier way, and I couldn't think of anything else than speak to me directly. I do understand pilot training is a very big investment and it's a lifetime dream, so I wanted to make sure that you contact us before you go to training. I mean, that Compare Flight Training never ever charge you for anything, from the classes to talk to us or the consultancy, nothing. We don't charge you any money ever. So there's nothing you should worry about. You can just contact us, ask a few questions, and go ahead and do whatever you like, or join wherever you want to go. There's no restriction, no obligation, there's no contract, nothing like that. So we are just here just to give you a little help, or all the way through. It's completely up to you. You can contact us 24/7. There's not an office time or anything like that. Also, you can register free classes with us. We just want to make sure that we answer all the questions that you have in your head. You shouldn't go to a training with some kind of doubt or some kind of question or answer. Again, it's a big investment. Make sure you do it right. Flight training being a mystery industry to many students, from the course to the training to the licenses and many other factors. We even expect transparency, even a small transaction that we make in a shop. This is pilot training. You put your lifetime saving online, your lifetime dream online. So completely understand that you expect 100% transparency in this. Before I started compareflighttraining.com 2 years ago, I made countless hours of phone calls to Australia, to Canada, to USA. I made many phone calls to different schools, pretending like I'm a student, asking all sort of questions to find out how they're answering, how they're talking to the students. And mostly I realized that they're not even ready to spend more than 10 minutes with you. And even in that 10 minutes they speak to us, they're not going to answer the question directly, or they will ask your email address and they will send the information to you. I mean, come on, we're going to spend tens of thousands of dollars in your school and you can't even spend 1 hour with us? There's no time limit with me. You can contact me anytime and talk to me for an hour. It's not a problem. And I just want to make sure I tell every student, ask me, did you have more questions? Even if you don't have questions, when you speak to me, after you put the phone down, have a notepad, have a pen. Whenever you think of a question, write down, because you can tend to forget it very easily. So just write it down. When you speak to me next time, send me a small text. Are you free? Then when I'm free, I just contact you, or you contact me and we speak again. It's not a problem. Just ask me questions. Ask me thousands of questions. Not a problem. And my answers always will be transparent. I wouldn't lie to you about, oh, this good, that is good. Again, I don't work for one school. I can tell you this is what I've seen, because I visited so many schools, as you know, and I will tell you this is what's happening in the industry, this is how much the price is, this is how much it will be the price. Everything is transparent with me, and I think you deserve to have that transparency. Last reason is definitely a selfish one. It's about being happy. Happy when I see my parents and wife proud of my achievement. Happy when I receive an award for Compare Flight Training and getting recognition in aviation industry. Happy when my students' parents calls me and thank me for all the guidance I provided, which helped them to achieve their dreams. Happy to see my students fly and get their solo done, get their license, get a job in an airline. Even last week I received a phone call from one of my students and he got promoted to become a captain. All these great exciting moments that makes me so happy what I'm doing, and I just want to help more and more students to achieve their dreams. So our long-term goal is with Compare Flight Training. According to Boeing, there's going to be 600,000 pilots needed in the next 20 years. Our aim is to just help 10% of them at least. I know 10% doesn't sound that much, but that's 60,000 pilots that we can directly help and guide them. How exciting that's going to be. With our last point, we come to conclusion of this first episode. I do understand that this episode is a bit longer than I expected, but in future episode I'll try to make it a bit more shorter. This became a bit long because I just want you to understand how my company runs and about me a bit more, and which is very important, I think, because I want you to know that you're in a good hands. That's all. And I can't think of anything else, so I'll see you soon. Good day.